So we have a dynamic warm up, and then we're revisiting something I know we did this in actual, like in gym power hour. I'm not sure if we've done this exact same thing in our Zoom power hour, but it's going to be 3 sets of a 15-second goblet squat hold, and that's going to be a nice active goblet squat hold. And I'll kind of demo that and discuss how I want that to be performed, and I'll count out the 15 seconds, and then we're going to go from there straight into 15 goblet squats. And I put in parentheses as heavy as possible. Like if you have a heavier piece of weight, great, let's use that. We're going to set down the weight, and we're going to go straight into 5 jump squats. So it'll be 20 squats in total, each set starting with a 15-second static hold. And then after that, we have some upper body stuff. So Z presses going into some max rep in a single attempt push-ups, and a little bit of some core at the end. So I think we got everybody we're gonna have with us. Let me just get myself set up as well. And can you guys hear me okay? Yes, no, just somebody give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right, cool. Let's get down to business. So we're going to start off with some knee pulls. So it's going to just be like static. We don't have to go anywhere with them. So I'm going to grab my knee, pull it into my chest. The leg that I'm balancing on, I want us to think about squeezing that glute and that quad while I do that. And we're just going to alternate our knee pulls. Oh, that was nice. If you haven't muted your microphone,
oops.
Let's mute our mics.
That was me. I burped.
Oh man. That was really funny. Alternating knee pulls. All right, now let's do the opposite. We're going to do our toe pulls. So we're just going to grab the top of our foot, point our quad down, and then switch. Again, the leg you're balancing on, I want you to squeeze that leg. So don't be passive, let's be active, and it really helps with your balance. All right. Let's get into a crossbody deadlift. So I'm going to stand, feet under my hips, and then I'm just going to take right arm, come down, touch my left foot, up, and then switch. And so we want to hinge at the hips, keeping that back as flat as possible. Good. All right, let's do some squats. And we're doing all of these for about 30 seconds. All right, let's get into our squat stance and squats. All right. Alternating lunges. Nice big step. Let's make sure that front shin is just about vertical. All right, alternating single leg deadlifts. So I'll be balancing on my left leg. I'm gonna come down with my right arm, touch the floor, up, and then switch. Again, opposite arm and leg, right leg, left arm, and switch. All right, let's get into our quadruped position. So we're gonna get on all fours. So knees are directly under my hips. Hands are directly under my shoulders. I'm gonna put my toes down and I'm gonna lift my knees off the floor. So there's just a little bit of some space between my knee and the floor. And we're gonna perform our shoulder taps from there. We're gonna do it for 30 seconds. And time. Let's roll over onto our backs. And we're gonna do our straight leg sit-ups. So let's just imagine the back of our knees are glued to the floor. All right, we're gonna come all the way back till our shoulder blades touch the floor. Then we're gonna come up, touch our toes, and go back. And let's do that for 30 seconds. And time. All right, hopefully you guys are warm. I am. I'm for sure breaking a sweat. Let's, again, take another look at today's first piece of our programming. It's gonna be a 15-second goblet squat hold at the bottom of our squat, right? And that should be very active. Our elbows aren't touching our knees. You know, everything is firing. Our legs are firing, our back is firing, everything's nice and active. From there, we're gonna go straight into 15 goblet squats. We're gonna set down our weight and we're gonna go into 5 jump squats. So let me just demo that real fast. And then we'll go ahead and get started. You get 15 seconds on the old clock.
Colin, when you get a chance, can you send the chat, send the workout on the chat again?
Sure. I'll do it right now.
Thanks, Debbie. I was going to ask the same.
Yeah, no worries. It should be up now. It should be up. Do you guys see it? Yes?
Yes, I see it. Thanks.
Okay, cool, cool. All right. So we're gonna grab our weight. I'm gonna do a 15-second, let me get a little bit closer to you guys. I'm gonna do a 15-second hold at the bottom, right? Elbows are tucked. It's nice and active. My elbows aren't resting on my knees, right? From the side, you can see my back is flat. I'm not rounding, right? So it's gonna be a 15-second hold here, right? 3, 2, 1, all right, that was my 15 seconds. I'm gonna go right into 15 goblet squats. After my 15th one, I'm gonna set it down and I'm gonna do 15 jump squats. I'm sorry, 5, sorry, 5 jump squats. So a 15-second hold, 15-second squat, 15 squats, and then 5 jump squats. All right, and I'll count out the 15 seconds so that we're all on the same page. Are there any questions before we get started?
How do you hold the dumbbell? Did you want it this way or sideways?
Straight up and down, so that you can,
Okay.
yeah, so that like one head of the dumbbell is in between your palms and then the other one's pointing down.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
If we have 2 dumbbells, is it okay if we do that, or would you prefer we do the kettlebell?
Whichever is going to add up to heavier weight, you know, like if you're comfortable doing 2 dumbbells, which for sure, are you going to hold them over your shoulders, or are you going to hold them? Yeah. I mean, for sure you can do that. That's definitely going to be challenging, but I think you can do that, Luis. So if you're comfortable holding those dumbbells in that, you know, for 15 seconds in that static position, I say go for it, brother. I mean, it's going to be challenging, but, you know, like definitely challenge yourself. All right. Any other questions? No? All right. Beautiful. So let's get into position. I'm going to get my 15-second clock started so that we're all on the same page. All right. Looks like everybody's just about ready. All right. Let's get into our squat in 3, 2, 1, and let's hold it. So let's get down to that bottom position, nice and active. Legs are firing. Back is nice and straight. Chest is tall. We're almost there. Keep holding. Keep holding. Keep holding. And time. All right, let's go right into our 15 goblet squats. And when you're done with all 15, 5 jumping squats. Now let's try to make them consecutive. Down, right back up. Down, right back up. Big explosion. As much space in between you and the floor as possible. All right, beautiful, beautiful, good. All right, we're gonna rest some. All right, that was our rest. Let's get ready for another set. All right, let's grab our weight. Let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's get into the bottom of that squat. Nice and active. Keep holding. Almost there. And time. All right, let's go right into those 15 goblet squats, you guys. Stay nice and tight. Keep that weight close to your body. Down and up, down and up. When you're done, go right into those jumping squats. All right, beautiful. Definitely warm outside, not as hot as it has been, so not too bad to be outside today. Let's get ready for our next set. All right, let's go ahead and grab that weight. Another 15-second hold in 3, 2, 1, and go. Come on, stay nice and active. Keep holding, and time. Beautiful. All right, let's bang out those 15 goblet squats. All right, beautiful. Very nice. Looks like you guys are getting some serious air between you and the ground. Very nice. All right. So I know I wrote 3 sets in the programming, but I'm just going to throw an audible, and we're going to do one more set. We're going to do one more set of this, you guys, before we move on to our upper body. All right. Thank you, Liz. I'm going to do this last set with you. Warm up my legs. All right, you guys. Last round. Last round. Let's go ahead and pick up our weight. Let's get ready. Last 15 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and go. And time. All right, 15 goblet squats. All right, very nice. That felt good. Nice work, Debbie. All right, so if you pull up the chat, let's take a look at our next circuit. This is gonna be all upper body. So depending on what weight you have, it's gonna be between 5 and 8 Z press, and we can use either a dumbbell or a kettlebell for that. And that's gonna be on each arm. So 5 to 7 Z press on one arm. I'm sorry, 5 to 8 Z press on one arm, 5 to 8 Z press on the other arm. And then we're gonna go right into a max attempt push-ups. So as many as you can get in one attempt. Let's say push-ups aren't your jam, or you're not very good at push-ups. Why don't we say either max reps or an accumulation of 10 push-ups. So let's say you probably can't get 10 push-ups directly after doing those Z presses. Let's get 10 push-ups, whether that's 2 sets of 5 or 6 and 4, or however you want to break it up. If you can do more than 10, do as many as you can, okay? Do as many as you can. So I'll demo the Z press real fast, and then we will we'll field whatever questions you guys have. So our Z press is going to be a seated dumbbell or kettlebell press, right? Going to be in a seated position. My legs are in a straddle, and my main focus is keeping my shoulders over my hips, right? So from the side, I'm not slouched. I want to be as upright as possible. I want my torso as upright as possible. From here, I'm going to perform my Z press. So I'll do all my reps on one side, all my reps on the other. Again, I'm squeezing my abs. I'm focusing on keeping my shoulders over my hips, right? I don't want to get slouchy and be in this position. From there, after I'm done with all my reps, I'm going to turn over and I'm going to perform as many push-ups as I can in a single attempt. Or if that's less than 10, I'm going to do 10 push-ups, even if you have to break it up. So that being said, do we have any questions? Yeah, I see that, Kingsley.
You want me to try?
Yeah, I don't know. Did you is that the 35-pound dumbbell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's spicy.
I have
How
a
do you?
15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
I would hate for the Z press to start, the form to start to break down. So do you feel like you can do a 35-pound Z press with good form?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Let's give it a try. Why don't we see what it looks like?
No. No. 15.
Okay. Yep, looks like it's the 15. Yeah, so again, 5 to 8. Let's say you get to 8 and you're like, well, I can do way more than that. Then go 10. You know, like let's say you don't have a happy medium, the weight's either light or too heavy to use, then maybe go 10. All right. Any other questions before we get started? No? Yeah, I mean, I challenge you to really be active, keep that torso nice and upright. It helps because we're on camera, right? So you can always put yourself in speaker view so that you can see just yourself and kind of check yourself from the profile and see if you're keeping that nice upright torso. But if there aren't any questions, let's get into our Z press position. So let's get into that seated position with a nice wide straddle. All right, whenever you're ready, 5 to 8 kettlebell or dumbbell Z press on each arm, and then immediately roll into max attempts in our push-up, or 10 push-ups if you're not going to get more than 10. Nice, Liz. Those are beautiful push-ups. So let's try to make this a true max effort. Don't save any for later. Your next round should be, there should be like a serious drop off. Like if you did 15 that first round, you probably shouldn't be able to get 15 on round 2. It should be more like 9 or 10. And again, if you can't get 10 in one set, then let's get 10. Even if you have to break it up. I am so ready to get inside of a gym. This is like, I've never wanted to be inside of a gym so bad in my life. Seriously. Honestly, coaching Power Hour has been like the highlight of my week for like 3 years now. And I still love doing it, but it's not the same as being able to see everybody face to face and the energy and the music and everybody yelling at each other and talking shit. I love that. I really love that. It'll happen soon. The talking shit part, right? That's like basically, it's talking shit with some working out on the side.
April's here, queen of teaching, and yet just refuses to to accept instruction.
Yeah.
Oh
man. All right.
These are hard.
These are hard. I know. Yeah. Z presses are hard. That's how you know they're good for you. All right. Let's get into another set. Oh. Oof. They get spicy. Those push-ups are hard.
I did your last week Power Hour yesterday, Colin.
Really? How was that? Wait,
awesome.
wasn't that a lot of upper body?
It was. That's why maybe well, and it was glutes. So like my glutes were totally sore this morning.
Nice. Very nice.
But I didn't think I'd be able to make it today. So that's why I did it, because I didn't be able to go the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Good. Well, I'm glad you were here. Yeah, I definitely remember missing your face last week.
Oh, thanks. What was hilarious is that there was apparently another Liz. And
yes.
like, so when you, whatever, like the 2 times that you gave her instruction, like the same thing applied to whatever movement I was doing. And I was like,
awesome.
I really had to like double take, because I was just like, how is Colin possibly know?
That's awesome. That's awesome. So funny.
That's
so funny. Yeah. That's one of those weird things the universe does.
It was so weird. But you were like spot on. I was like, oh my God, I'm totally doing that. It's good stuff.
Yeah, good. See, I'm coaching even when I'm not there.
I know.
The talent I have. Oh. I think I need like bushier eyebrows. I can't stop the sweat from running into my eyes. I should have transplanted my mustache to my eyebrows. That wouldn't have been weird at all.
Possible now on video.
Yeah. I'm going to transplant Michael's mustache to my eyebrows now. Michael, the sugar wad picture of you is now your caller ID on my phone. All right, if you haven't started your third round, let's get started. If you have started it, let's keep banging it out. And if you're done, just hang out because we got some abs coming. Get him, Heather.
Luis decided that he didn't have enough squats.
No, he's like adding squats in between everything.
No, I checked the last 5, so I figured make up for them.
All right. All right, beautiful. Looks like everybody is done with our 3 sets. We're going to keep that at 3 sets because I feel like anything more would just be like diminishing returns. Let's pull up the chat. Let's take a brief look at our core exercises, and it's going to be 3 plank variations. So we have our plank march, our plank with shoulder taps, and then just a regular plank. And these are all performed in the top of a push-up position. So technically that's called our forward leaning rest. But nobody likes the name of that because you're technically not resting. So we're just gonna call that a plank. I'll go over the movements. It's gonna be 60 seconds in total. They're gonna be done one right after another, and it's gonna be 20 seconds of each. All right, so I'll just demo them real fast, and then we'll get down to business. All right, so our plank march obviously starts in our plank position. And one thing to think about when we're doing a plank is I don't want my back to be swayed, right? Like, so I don't want my back like this, because then I'm just kind of holding on and I'm not engaging my core. So I actually want to tuck my hips under and mimic my hollow position, right? So this is going to be a very active plank. I'm squeezing those abs in this motion, right? So our plank march, I'm going to be holding this plank position, and I'm going to be alternating, raising my arms. Our shoulder taps. And then just our regular plank. You also want to make sure that your shoulders are over your hands. We don't want our hands out in front of us. So my shoulders are over my hands. I'm tucking my hips under. I'm squeezing my abs. It's a very active position. All right. Easy peasy. Ain't nothing but a plank for 60 seconds, couple variations. One word of advice is don't have your feet super narrow. Have your feet about hip width or maybe even slightly wider. It's going to give you a stronger base for those single arm movements, okay? And then, so you're not constantly like swimming back and forth. All right, so let's get into position. We're starting off with our plank march. All right, in 3, 2, 1, and go. Raising those arms. You don't have to get a million reps. It's much better to make it nice, slow, and controlled. Try to bring that shoulder all the way up to your ear, squeezing those abs. In 3, 2, 1, let's go right into those shoulder taps. Right into those shoulder taps. Again, nice and controlled. We're mimicking that hollow position. We're squeezing those abs. Our hands are under our shoulders. And 3, 2, 1, let's hold just the top of that plank position. Again, this is a time where we can clean up that form, right? We're squeezing those abs. We're tucking those hips under. We're engaging everything. We're almost there. Keep holding. Keep holding. And time. Beautiful. Very nice. We have 2 more sets, you guys. We're taking about a minute of rest in between. So a minute of work, minute of rest. We'll just kind of follow it like that. All right, let's get ready. Round 2. Let's get into that plank position. We got our plank march in 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Plank position, raising that arm, bringing that shoulder up to our ear, nice and controlled, squeezing those abs. Keep holding, keep working. And shoulder taps, shoulder taps. And 3, 2, 1. All right, let's just hold that plank. Clean up that form. Tuck those hips, squeeze those abs, squeeze those glutes. All right. Hands are directly under our shoulders. This is a nice, static, beautiful position. Keep holding. And time. Very nice. Very nice. All right, you guys, we have our last round. Last round. Let's get into our plank position. All right, in 3, 2, 1, and go. We have our march plank. Again, bringing those shoulders up to our ears. And shoulder taps, shoulder taps. Again, slow and controlled, right? Squeezing our abs. We're not rocking back and forth too much, as best we can. In 3, 2, 1, and let's just hold that plank. Less than 10 seconds. Keep holding. Keep holding. We're almost there. Nice and tight, squeezing those abs. And time.